Hello, M. Scott. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my live show. How are you doing? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Do I have a face? Am I a giant pixel? Can you see anything? Yes? No? Hello? Oh, good. Yes, people can see me. Hello, Alexandra and Laura and T.Y. Howell and Aldi and Snowflake and Lauren. I'm going to tweet because I always forget and I don't want you all to be like, tweet that thing. So, here we go. Live show time, Bill. That's not the tweet, but there we go. Okay. Hello! It's been a while since I've done a you now. It's nice to comments again. I was going to say your faces again, but I can see some of your faces. I can also see Liam Payne. I do not think that is Liam Payne, but it's Liam Payne's face. Hello, Amto. It's your first time on you now. Welcome! I'm still mildly jet lagged, so please bear with me. I won't fall asleep, but I may go off on some tangents. I'm feeling a little bit spacey. I've got the kind of jet lag where it's really hard to sleep at night, and then in the morning you feel like you are being ripped out of the womb. Like you are so comfortable and you're about to be born, but you'd rather be a late baby. Why am I doing a baby metaphor? See, this is what I told you. You'd rather be a late baby than a premature baby. So you're just so cozy. And it's almost impossible to wake up. I had to set myself like 10 alarms. And I named them like, wake up, Phil. Actually wake up now. Phil, oh my god, you're going to die if you stay in bed any longer. And yeah, I've been waking up really dehydrated as well. I think planes dehydrate you a lot. I feel like a withered cactus. That's what I feel like. How do you feel? Does anyone else feel like a withered cactus today? I'm just getting lots of thumbs up. Lane woke up at 1 p.m. Yeah, that's my vibe at the moment. I'm trying to get myself back down to 9:30 or 10 a.m. That would be a respectable human time to wake up instead of the middle of the afternoon. How are your houseplants? They survived! I've got this watering method that worked. One of the main one has a self-watering system, which was quite fancy. Spent about 15 quid on it, so I was hoping it would work, and it did! So my houseplant is still frolicking. No, flourishing. It's frolicking. I'd be worried if it was frolicking. Yes, so my houseplants are still alive. That's good news. But where in the world has Phil Lester been? Said the narrator that sounds pretty much the same as me. Well, I've been to Florida. If you've not been following me on Twitter, I don't know why you would not be following me on Twitter. You wouldn't have heard much about my Florida antics. But I was there for a while. I thought I was going to turn into a fully fledged American. So the trip, let's cast our minds back. It started off in Orlando for Playlist Live, which was really fun. Me and Dan did a extravaganza kickoff show, which was kind of like a little variety show with loads of different bits, and we just did some funny chats in between. It was nice. Although, scary, we were doing it on the same stage that I fell off in the first ever Tatanoff show. So I was having little wake-ups in the night, like, I'm going to fall off that stage again. That stage has filled me with feels that I didn't know I had about stages. So yeah, I walked to the edge, I looked at the Phil butt-shaped dent in the floor, and I faced my fear. It was fine. I was just told not to go too close to the edge, which I thought was good advice. I feel like my head is disappearing into this wall. That's what you get for having a dark wall and black hair. Your head just disappears. You turn into a floating bald person. Yeah, so we did that. That was great. Had fun at Playlist. Got my IHOP eventually. Everyone's like, have you got your pancakes? I didn't have pancakes for so long. It was a record of being in America. Because the Playlist Hotel didn't have any room service pancakes. Or waffles. Like, what was this? What was going on? Why would any respectable business think, hey, I know, I'm going to get rid of Phil's favorite breakfast food. It was a whole thing. I had the shakes. I had the pancake shakes. I was like this. I need my maple syrup. I got it. It was good. I was told by one of you guys at Playlist Live to try a Cinna Stack at IHOP, and I was quite into that. I like a good bit of cinnamon in the right context. And I didn't feel up to it when I got there, which was such a shame. Do you know, sometimes you're in the mood for like the weirdest dessert or the strangest choice. I just went for straight up a normal American style pancakes with a little bit of bacon, a little bit of maple syrup. That's all I did. Anyway, that was my pancake adventures. Talk about Dan's Bahamas. Oh yes, so that was the thing. Have you seen Dan's video? If not, this is going to be a mild spoiler. But from my side of the perspective, see, this is the jet lag, it's spinning on my words. From my side of the fence, I had quite a nice time going through immigration. I got to the place and there was the mum-looking lady and then there was the scary-looking bald man who was very intimidating looking. And Dan was like, Phil, you go first. And I was like, okay, fine. I'll do it. I'll go. So I got ushered over to the bald man and we had a little joke together. We talked about the internet, talked about YouTube. He said he loves a good cat video. We were having a right old lol. And then I told him what my plans were. So I've got a little bit of Playlist Live. And he was like, oh, I love these YouTube conventions. And he knew all about it. We were properly banting about it. I made him actually snort laugh at one point. It was that good. We were like this. We're best friends now. We're not really best friends. But anyway, he just let me, he was like, yeah, you can stay for 3 weeks. Because it's up to the border security how long you can stay. If you're on this specific kind of visa that we already had, they can choose how long you can stay. So he was like, sure, have a holiday. You seem cool. You're obviously going to go back to England. So I just breezed through. I look over and I can just see this sweating pale Dan getting, like, it looked like he was being shouted at by this border security person. Don't want to get in trouble with border security. It's a very important part of getting into the country and they should take it seriously. But it is scary. So I did feel for him. I was like, what is going on? And then he just came through and was like, she didn't let me stay. And then he said, you need to get away because she was looking for you as well. Because she was like, I could get your friend sent away or something like that. So I made a hasty exit to the corner of the bag claim so I wouldn't be seen. So I didn't want to get dragged back to the agent again. I don't think they could have like revoked it. I don't know how that works, but still, it was a thing. It was a thing. So I had a pleasant day, filmed a collab video, pleasantly pootled off Potter World. Well, Dan was, I was going to say sunning it up in the Bahamas, but if you watch his video, you'll see he had a slightly different Bahamas experience than one might expect. It was so funny, said Megan. Yeah, it was a really good video / story. I mean, he got a good video out of it at least. I was trying to think of like the light at the end of the tunnel of like, is there anything good about this? It was a good story. Life experiences lead you to having stories. Nelly said, are you surviving the heat? Kind of. I mean, I was just in Florida where it was, I think, 37 degrees or something. So returned to England, and it's another heat wave. Da 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 da. Why did I do that? So yeah, it's hot and a bit sweaty in the evenings. It's just turned into kind of a rainstormy vibe. We've got no Florida thunderstorms. In Florida, it was thunderstorm weather, like lightning every 5 seconds. Here, we've just got a bit of rain. So I'm hoping it's got all sweaty and it's about to thunderstorm and then be a bit cooler. I'm kind of a 20 degrees guy. A 23 degrees kind of guy. That's my favourite temperature if I'm going outside. Do you know, like really sunny but with a bit of a breeze? So you can feel it on your arms. How's your freckles? Just talking about arms, Lucy, and you ask about my freckles. Are you psychic? They're pretty dense. This webcam's not that good for seeing my tannedness. I mean, let's be honest, I'm not tanned, but my frecks are out. Look at that. Hello, friends. Where do freckles go? Here's a thought. Are they always under the skin in the same places forever? Or do they, like, birth out of your arm when they go under the sun? What is a freckle? Let's find out. The first Google of the live show. Let's learn something together. What is a freckle? I wonder how many people have Googled that today. The exposure to UVB radiation activates melanocytes to increase melanin production, which can cause freckles to become darker and more visible. So they're already in your skin. it just causes them to go, hello, I'm out again. Please don't say birth about your freckles, said LMR. I know, why am I keep talking about birth? I don't know. Dan's Not Amazing said, freckles confuse me. They're confusing beasts. I don't really understand it. As a kid, which was interesting, I had freckles all over the front of my face and my forehead. Not on my chin or neck, just like here was a blanket of freckles. I was actually slightly orange. If you blurred your eyes, I had like a slightly orange face, just because of all of the freckles. So I'd be interested to know if they're all still hiding, or if you get older your skin changes or something. I don't know. But there was your little lesson about freckles. What do you... I did burp, sorry. I thought I was going to hide it and be like, what? What do you think? Dig Down said, I've lost your name, I'm sorry. Dig Down is the new Muse song. It's growing on me. I don't fully love it, but I don't hate it. I like it. It's nice, but it's not my fave. It's not my fave Muse song. It was better, actually. If you listen to it out of a laptop, it's a lot better if you listen out of headphones. It's quite electronic, and you can tell it's been made on a computer. But it's very madnessy. And I was like, why have they just made Madness again? But now I can see the differences. I'm slightly into it. I'm going to see what the new album holds. So maybe it will fit into a bigger picture. I guess we'll see. We were quite close to going to see Muse, actually. We were planning on maybe going to the Orlando. I think it was in Orlando. The Orlando show. But it didn't work out, unfortunately. We could have seen Matt Bellamy again. But it was an outdoor arena show. We wanted to see the Drones tour. And we wanted to see all of the effects. But then we watched an interview with Matt Bellamy. He was like, yeah, there's going to be none of that. We're just going to be on stage doing it outdoors. And I was like, that's not the same. That's not what I wanted to see. So, in the end, we didn't do it. And it was quite far from when we were staying. I want to see Muse live. I've seen them live like 4 times. So, I wasn't missing the opportunity of a lifetime because I have seen them before. I love Muse. I haven't listened to it. I mean, go have a listen. It's alright. Dig Down. I'm standing in the kitchen watching you, said Audrey. Go sit down. Get yourself a snack and sit down. Were you mid-snack and then you were scared you were going to miss something? It's fine. You can make your snack. Have a look at the top fans. Okay. Oz011 is number 1, followed by Hates Dana, followed by GGV, followed by Joe Tolina, followed by Fan2187 Holland, followed by Haley, followed by Jaden, followed by Google Now, followed by Gigiana. Good name. I wish I was called Gigiana. I'm just called Phil. I'm going to look at some top, what are they called? Premium messages. Top messages. Darla said, I appreciate you. Thanks for making me happy. Oh, thanks for making me happy with that message. That was very nice. I've got lots of Darlas in a row. So, sorry, just declined a few. I just graduated high school, said Brianna. Woo! I forgot the graduation theme. I'll give you your own. Any cool gifts from playlist? Loads of stuff. You guys were far too kind. Loads of amazing art. It was some good art. So talented. Unlike me. I did GCSE art, so I like to think that I can do a bit of art. But then when I try, it's like, nope, this is all gone now. Though my dad is an artist, he just didn't pass it down to me, sadly. Not as much. Maybe in a different way. In a video making sense, rather than in a drawing a portrait of a person. When it comes to drawing people, I am terrible. I'm a bit better at inanimate objects. But yeah. Hi to Leah Michelle's son, Aaron. Hi, Aaron. Oh, my chat froze a bit. Oh, it's back. Gifts, though. Why was I thinking about gifts? Yes, I did get some souvenirs from Florida. These aren't playlist gifts. These are just things I bought for myself. First of all, I went to NASA. I was so excited by the NASA bags. I asked well, it wasn't NASA, it was the Kennedy Space Center. I asked the lady that worked there if I could have the biggest bag possible for my stuff. Dan bought so much Kennedy merch. I don't know if he's going to show you that at some point. But here's what I got. I got a spaceship bottle opener for opening some bottles. Because the one that I have is not working. I've got like a dinosaur one, and it just doesn't work at all. Anyway, so I got that, that's cool. Shouldn't put it on my laptop because I think it's got a magnet in it. Then I got this patch. Don't know what I'm going to do with this patch, but it's really cool. And I love the graphic design of the NASA space missions. They've all got really cool symbols like this. I just really liked it. And then I got this mug, which is awesome. This isn't the mug. Wait. Oh no! I think the mug is broken, guys. Why did you abuse my suitcase so much? No! It was a cool mug. I'm so sad about this. Maybe I could get some ceramic glue or something, but I would still probably cut my hand off if I tried to use it. Yeah, so this was a NASA mug. Dan got one too, so I'm going to have to share his, I guess, if his is still alive. This is why they shouldn't throw your suitcases down the stairs. Can I put it back together? Shall I just do a live you now jigsaw? There's only 2 pieces, Phil. Oh, there we go. Wait. I really liked that mug. R.I.P. mug. No! I think I could glue it. The pieces are here. Oh, there is a little bit missing, though. I think it might cut my hand if I try and use it. Look! There we go. It's back together. It has a big sticker on it saying, do not microwave. Because I'm guessing this is slightly metal, so if you put some hot chocolate in the microwave, it might explode. That's something to remember for the rest of my life. That's sad. Hair adjust. I need a haircut again. What's happening to me? Why is my hair growing so fast? Anyway, what else did I get? Not from NASA, but I got some barbecue sauce. Sweet Baby Ray's. Oh my god, that was incredible. So I bought some. And went on a little expedition to Bath and Body Works. Which is the place that always does those really cool Halloween and Christmas candles. So I figured I'd go in and see what they had. But their candles weren't very exciting. I'm not very excited by candles in summertime. I'm more of a Christmas Halloween kind of guy. But I did get some hand sanitizers. I got Aloha Beaches and Honolulu Sun. I bought those for some other people as well. I've got loads of people that like a good hand sanitizer. Vanilla buttercream. I bet this is going to smell horrible. I had one that smelled of cookies and it made me want to eat my own hands in a bad way. See, that smells great, but now I just want to eat my own hands. It's so strong as well, so in about 20 minutes I'm going to want to chop my own hands off. I love Bath and Body Works, said Lauren. Good. Oh my gosh. Aloha Beaches. Yeah, I could give that one to Louise, maybe. Yes, my hands are now sanitized. What movies did you watch on the plane? Said Mahood, I think I said. I watched Split, which was James McAvoy. It was okay. It was quite creepy. Didn't fully enjoy it. I thought it was alright. I watched The Accountant with Ben Affleck. Again, I fell asleep a lot watching it, so it maybe could have been shorter. I hated that. Whoops, said Daniel. Oh, I mean, it was okay. I didn't love it. Passengers? Did I watch Passengers on this flight? I don't know. I don't remember. I was very sleepy. Rachel Nortshire has arrived. And also Emma Lau with 2 red crowns. What else did I see? I think that was it. I must have watched something else. Lion, I told you about that because I cried during Lion. That was because of the altitude, though. It's the altitude. It makes you cry. Have you seen Get Out? Yes, I loved Get Out. That was great. That was not on the plane, though. And I ate a little salted caramel cheesecake, which was good. Did you fly back with... No, I didn't. I flew back on my own. And I got sat in this... They've got the seat layout is quite weird on the plane I was on. And they've got a booth, which is only good for 2 people that know each other. Like if you're friends or something. But I got sat in this middle booth, which is meant for friends. And I was sat next to a French lady that looked so disturbed that she was going to have to sit next to me. But she was with her husband. And they were like having this argument. Like, go sit next to the weird guy. He seems weird. I mean, I did look a bit like... I was a tired rat with my glasses on. Like, don't sit next to me. So I wasn't that appealing of a seatmate anyway, to be honest. But I, thankfully, using my 0 French, managed to sign language do you want to swap seats with me and then sit next to your wife in the booth thing? They were like, huh? I just went, and they got it. Turned out they spoke more English than I expected them to. They were just like, oh, yes, thank you. I'm just like going, do you want to swap seats? Why is it when you talk to someone who speaks a different language, you just don't even speak in normal English? You end up going, swap seats? Anyway, I got a seat not next to the woman, so didn't have any awkward time sat next to her. It was very close together. I think our arms would have touched, and I wouldn't have liked that while watching a movie. So, yeah, that was the thing. I flew back by myself, got home, had a bit of jet lag. I've just been like this at night, like, I'm so awake. I'm so awake. Talk about Miami, said Caitlin. Yes, I went to Miami, and that was fun. I stayed by the beach. It's very beachy and neon, Miami. I like the vibe a lot. It looks like how I imagine Miami to look in my head, which doesn't always happen with places that you go. It was great. Yeah, I would go back. I would go back to Miami. Cleaner's daddy. This cannot be a thing. Cleaner's daddy, Lauren Wood. It cannot. I don't have the wipes. I mean, I could wipe you the Bath and Body Works. There you go. You're nice and clean now. Yeah? That's good. What else did you do in Florida? Emily. I went on an airboat ride again. I love a good airboat ride. Basically, you go airboating along. There's loads of insects and birds, and you're on the hunt for alligators. But the good thing about it is they're always different, because you never know what nature you're going to get. Like a box of chocolates. So this time, we got to see some baby hatchling gators. The guy got a little bit too close to them. I was like, come on, like, don't infringe on their personal space. But it was still really cool to see them. Although it was a bit scary because there was a thunderstorm coming, and I think, what is going to get hit by lightning in the middle of a lake? Probably a giant metal boat. So I did fear for my life slightly. I just had another fear that barbecue sauce was just pouring all over the sofa, but thankfully the lid stayed on. So that's good. Went on an airboat, returned to the place where the squirrel attacked me. That was brave. I have had an experience with a squirrel in Florida before, which bit my hand, so I thought I'd go back. Just like returning to the stage that I fell off, I thought I'd return to the place where the squirrels lived. And they didn't attack me this time. They just gave me a few shifty eyes. They must have been like, oh, I tasted the taste of Phil. He didn't taste good. He didn't taste good. Too much maple syrup in that blood. So they left me alone, which was a good thing, because I didn't want any more squirrel rabies. Donna said, play I Am Bread for Danafil Games. Is that the thing where you are bread? I guess you are, if it is I Am Bread. I'll put it in the list in my brain. I'll test it out, maybe. How's your day going so far, said Gigi Nana. It is good. I'd say it's a good day. Just feeling a little bit spacey, you know. Holland got a dog. Her name is Bindi. Jealous of the dog. Jess loved my ASMR video. Thank you, Jess. I don't really work very well at giving people ASMR, but I thank you very much. I found the whole thing very enlightening. I think it's weird, but I'm also really interested in how it affects people. It's just one of those things I don't have. It's like some people are colorblind. They're the only people know that, like, what it's like to be colorblind. Other people have ASMR, and they're the only people that know what it's like to have ASMR. I always wonder, like, what do other people see when they look at the color red? We're getting deep, guys. I'm sorry. We got deep again. Dan locked you outside. He did! Well, no, he didn't lock me outside. I was outside. He just didn't let me back in again. Locked myself out. In my fluorescent emoji pajamas. I think I deserved it because of the emoji pajamas, really, didn't I? I was outside for a bit trying to get someone to let me in, and then a paper boy, like in the old school movies, came past on a bike throwing newspapers at the houses. I did not think that happened. I thought that was an American TV show trope. But a real-life paperboy just throwing newspapers onto lawns. I was like, what is this? Am I in some kind of weird movie? Anyway, he laughed at me. The paperboy laughed at me. So there's a little humour to his paper round. My hair is the worst. See, it's quite sweaty in here. So I'm getting sweat head. How attractive. At least I'm honest. He laughed at you. I mean, I did look pretty funny. You should have thrown the newspaper back at him, said Em. He wasn't delivering one to us, otherwise I would. He could have at least helped me get in. But he didn't. I love the predicting future as well. I know! I did a prank! I'm so bad at pranking. Did you like my banana prank? I tried so hard. I actually thought of that just about 10 minutes before I filmed the video. Because I was just going to do some actual future predicting. And then for the last one, I was like, I could probably fit another one in this video. What could I do? And then I just looked at a banana, and this evil scheme came into my head. I don't know where it came from. I just started scheming, and I was thinking, I could totally prank Dan with this banana. So the hardest thing was keeping a straight face, because I'm so bad at not laughing. So I was just not even thinking about it. I cried. It was so funny. I loved it, said Eleanor. Thanks, Eleanor. It was bananas, said Aqua Hemmings. A slow clap for you. You are the king of comedy. I'm baking bread at 2:30 a.m., said Selena. Selena, maybe add some bananas into it and make banana bread. I mean, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about bananas. Have you watched Voltron, said Quabsticks. I have not watched Voltron. I have been catching up on Attack on Titan, and I'm now caught up. It's making me want to claw my face off because it's so good. And they're teasing you. They're teasing us with answers, but we're not getting them. So I'm just not really living until next Saturday. Also, just watched the first Steven Universe in a while. Because there's about 6 new ones that I haven't seen. So I watched that one today. It was called Lion 4 or something like that. So that was good. I'm excited by the new Steven Universe. Collab. Yeah, I made a video collab with Shauna, aka Nanaloo, my old friend. It's on her channel, Nanaloo, talking about anime. So if you want to see us go deep on the animes, then you can check out her channel. I've made one with her, which should be going on my channel sometime next week. I don't know what day yet. So maybe Wednesday. It could be Wednesday. So look forward to that. It's also anime themed, but it's a different kind of video. So yeah, I've just finished. I'm close to finishing editing it. So I'm excited for you guys to watch that. Nice, said Guara. Are you doing more gaming soon? Yes, there'll be more gaming soon. We just did a Sims video, which ended in, spoiler alert, if you haven't watched the next Sims video, close your ears. Dill got abducted. It's always Tabitha. I just thought in our game they would never take Dill because they love Tabitha so much. But that's a plot twist. So I'm excited to play more Sims soon, to record some more Sims. Dab needs a brother. I think we've got enough with one child at the moment. It's a pretty tough thing to do. What did you do at NASA? I was just geeking out. I love space. Headline, I love space. And we went on an intensive tour of the launch pads. And it was just the best thing ever. I loved it. I loved every minute. And you got to see the huge rocket ship Atlantis. Rocket ship. The spaceship Atlantis. It was good. My brother had a little cry when he saw Atlantis. Because that's the one. If you Google Atlantis, that's like the spaceship of my childhood. That's the one I used to draw. Atlantis. So to see it in real life was really special. Atlantis. Why do I keep saying it? I'm just Googling it to look at the picture again. You might get a sunken city under the water, so put spaceship on the end. Yeah, so that was good. I'm scared of this magnet touching my laptop, so I'm going to move it into the floor. There we go. Go into the broken mug. I can't believe I broke the mug. Or, you know, the baggage handlers broke the mug. That was sad. How have you guys been spending the hot weather? Are you really warm right now? Have you got some ice cream? I had a Superman flavored ice cream, which was something I went down a Google Odyssey on. It's so interesting that that is a thing. And no one truly knows what the blue flavor is in the Superman ice cream. Tasted to me like bubblegum, but apparently it's Blue Moon, which was a weird fact I learned on a little Google Odyssey. I love Superman ice cream. What is ice cream? Someone just type in, what is ice cream? I went kayaking with my friend, said, oh no, it's Hope. Oh my gosh, kayaking. I went kayaking with my brother, and whenever you get my brother behind some kind of vehicle where he's in charge of what's happening to me, he turns into such a troll. He was driving into other people's kayaks, driving into the wall, and we ended up both falling into a lake. This wasn't this time, this was ages ago when we were younger, but still. I will not trust my brother in a kayak again. Hi, Maddie. Back on the top messages now. I'm going to say hello to these people. Abby, I am enjoying the warm weather. Google Nile, how was Florida? It was 10 out of 10. Hi, Maddie and Kenny. There's lots of Maddies around. How's your day going, said Rachel. My day is going grand. It's even better that I'm speaking to you guys. You look so beautiful today, said Luxana. Stop it! Don't be so kind. Liv said, are you excited for VidCon? Anaheim, I am very excited for VidCon. I like VidCon a lot, and I am hyped to go and also see some of my American pals while I'm out there. Hi to SPSTM. What does that stand for? Snakes, planes, and snowmen. Are you seeing Carrie in the Addams Family? I would love to, said Nicolene. Well, no, I would love to, said Phil to Nicolene. I never really watched the Addams Family. I know the song, but that's about as much as I know about the Addams Family. I don't know, I just never really got into it as a kid. But yeah, I'd be excited to see Carrie. I mean, I saw her in Les Mis, and that was incredible. So I'm sure she's great in it. Rihanna said, I made my mum get me a houseplant. Well, good, because more people should have houseplants as they spread oxygen into the environment. Laura said, do you like Percy Pigs? Oh my gosh. One of my favourite things about Christmas is I always get a bag of Percy Pigs. That's one of the best things about Britain. If you're ever in the UK, go to a shop called Marks and Spencer and get yourself a bag of Percy Pigs and your life will be revolutionised. They're so good. I don't know what flavour they are. I think they're raspberry flavour, but they're amazing. I just had this... Wait, oh, it's gone. My laptop's being weird. I was talking to Diane today, or was it yesterday, about... This is the thing I just want to check with you guys. When you were at school and someone did something wrong, did everyone go, Have we spoken about this on You Now? Were we speaking about it in my last You Now? Are we in some kind of cycle of always talking about this? I don't know. Yes. Yes. No. Yes. Well, the thing is, the reason, even if I've spoken about this, the interesting thing was, at Dan's school, they went, But in my school, thousands of miles north, probably more like 300, they went, So in the north you say and in the south you say Anyway, I found that interesting. Because why do all these children all know to make this weird noise when someone does something bad? Where does that come from? It's like we're all kind of like some weird cult. Grace said we go, We've got another one. What is this? If anyone's got a little brother or sister that's in primary school, you should ask them what noise they make if someone does something wrong. The lone trash can said, ooh, okay. But that seems nicer. Mine, I think the mentality was, if someone was getting in trouble with a teacher, you'd all go, and then it would make them seem worse and get in more trouble. Because you had that need to like watch another kid get into trouble. That was a thing, right? We still do it in secondary school. Some people say, look at this! What are we discovering? If I could go and write a thesis, it would be about that noise. In school, they just laughed. I mean, that makes more sense, you know? British people are weird. Why do you do that? I don't know. It must be some kind of repressed issue we have. Does anyone do it in America? We know we do it in England. Any Americans out there, what noise do you make when someone does something wrong? Say, I'm in America and we do this. In Gloucester, we go, way! We say, holy crap! Or we go, so Americans are the O's, or the oohs. Wow, guys, we're doing some science here. Okay, so America are the people that do O's, and we don't do it in Sweden. Okay. In Germany, we say, I'm loving this. We do it in Greece as well. Guys, it's a worldwide phenomenon. If we were studied by aliens, they'd want to know why. I kind of want to know why. I don't understand why, but I'm excited by it. Anyway, enough about that. Eurovision happened. The Eurovision Song Contest. 2 years in a row now, I've not been in Europe when it's happened, which makes me slightly sad because it's the best to be in the country while it's happening. But I had a little Eurovision party. I forced my family to watch it. They're not massive Eurovision fans. What about Dan? Well, I didn't force Dan to watch it. He loves Eurovision. So I just forced my family to watch it. And yeah, we had loads of pretzels. And my mum was like, I'm only going to watch it for 20 minutes. She was there for the full 4 hours. I made everyone vote on the winning acts and choosing their favourites and everything. It was fun. I would love to go to Eurovision one year and watch it in person. All the Americans, again, what is Eurovision? It's basically the Olympics for singing. So each country does a song, and then we watch it, and then all the countries vote for who they thought was the best, but you're not allowed to vote for yourself. And it's still quite political, but it's amazing. It's always amazing. I love it. If you've never watched it before, watch it next year. Find some kind of stream, even if you're in America, and watch some Eurovision. Laura said, how's the jet lag? I'd say it's like a 7 out of 10. It's not killing me, because I've been good at actually getting out of bed. Sometimes I sleep till about 3 and ruin myself, but I'm doing okay. I'm surviving. You and Dan inspire me. Thanks, Brianna. That's good to hear. Good luck, Holland, on your exams. Oops. I'm trying not to accept the ones from the same people, but they're all coming through at the start. 1 sec. Okay, let's do some clicking. Sing a song to yourself. Clicky click, 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 click. Okay, I think we've got through like the original ones saying hello now. Here we go. Hi to Olivia Nixon. There's a new one. Melody liked my banana prank on Dan. Thank you very much. I don't think he's going to start a prank war because I don't think I'd be able to handle myself in a prank war. But it was good. It was a good early prank, you know. It was an innocent little prank. I got pranked straight back again. I just planted some carrots, said Jada. Nice. I don't think I've ever planted carrots before. You saw a snake. I did. I saw a snake. Turns out it wasn't poisonous, but I was side-eyeing it. I was a bit scared of the snake. Did you see Tyler Oakley tweet about it, saying, how dare you tweet a video of me without my consent? Laugh. Attack on Muffin said, my mum and I love your Sims series. Thank you. I get a lot, whenever we go to a convention, a lot of mums watch Dill. I think it's a mum, not a mum thing, but it's a thing for mums to watch with other people that watch us. A mum and some guy that watches us was like, we love the Sims! And she had a Dill sticker that she'd made herself on her phone. So, I mean, it must be a thing. Parody PML got a doggo yesterday. Why is everyone getting dogs? I swear 3 people on my Facebook got dogs yesterday. Was it National Get a Dog Yesterday Day? I'm watching this on both YouTube and YouNow, and it's weird because they're both different. Hello, everyone on YouTube. You can swim over to YouNow if you like and say hello, unless you're just watching the repeat. Then you can't, because you're in the future. You know secrets that this Bill right now doesn't know. I shouldn't get so deep. It hurts my brain. Dog emojis are coming into the chat now. Riverdale, says Skylar. It finished. If I had a graph of how I felt about Riverdale, it would be like... Wait, we're going through the episodes, okay? So we go... That's my graph of Riverdale. I kind of hated it in the middle, but I got back into it at the end. I think a lot of people felt like that I spoke about, too. I think the next season will be better, because now they know what people like. I was not into Archie playing music. Please just stop with the music versus football storyline and get into the murder. I like the drama, not that one. I'm literally dying, said Dana. I hope you're not literally dying. I loved it. This is my first time watching you live, said Andrew. Well, I've got to leave soon, so hopefully you came at the start and not the end. Yeah, I'm going to head off into the wilderness. I'm going to go back into my burrow and eat some snacks. I've got a full box of Haribo I'm trying really hard not to eat. So I'm going to try and make it last until next week's You Now, which I think might be on Sunday again, by the way. Keep an eye out on my Twitter. My next month is really weird, and I seem to be doing things most Thursdays. So I'm going to try and do regular live shows, but it's going to be a struggle if they're on Thursday. So it might be on Sunday again. This might be a good day for some people. But yeah, they're just going to be a bit more loose. They're loose. So keep an eye out on my Twitter, and you'll find out when they are. I'll try and give you some notice, though, when I know when they are. Other thing that's going to happen is there's going to be a Dan and Phil Shop newsletter blasting its way into some of your email inboxes. So everyone right now, open a new tab, go to danandphilshop.com. So type in danandphilshop.com. Are you doing it? If you're not doing it, I can tell. And then scroll down past all of the awesome merch. And then at the bottom, you'll see a little box that says newsletter and a box for your email address. If you put your email address in there, you will get newsletters written by Dan and I, and they'll come into your email. Check your spam as well, because some email people cheekily think they're spam. How could something so eloquently written be spam? I don't know, but they think it. Check it, as there will be one coming soon, maybe in the next hour. We are going to be announcing the winner of the Plushies contest and the runners-up. We had so much fun going through all the entries that, like, it's fun for you. Like, if you go to Twitter, search the hashtag Dan and Phil Plushies and just have a look at some of the entries. They're so good. Like some of them that you like as well to make people happy. Just do it. Just go like some after my live show, because there's so many good ones, and I'd like them to get more love, because I wish I could like them all, but we could only choose a few winners. So we're doing that, and there are also maybe some voucher codes coming your way. Also, if you're in America, perk up your ears, as while we were in Florida, we went over to our American warehouse where they send out all the stuff, and we signed some we signed some box sets of Dapko and The Amazing Book Is Not on Fire. Do you know we've got the box set? We signed some of the box sets. So if you want a limited edition signed box set, they will be going on the American shop very soon, which is exciting. So that's the thing. This has been a live show. This has been fun. Thank you very much for coming. Look forward to more gaming videos. My video with Shauna going on my channel. And I will see you guys very soon. I've missed doing my live shows, though. This has been really nice. So thanks for coming. Bye, Danielle. Bye, Matthew. Bye, Adam's Bowtie. Bye, Rachel's Notshear. Oliver Howell. Lords Ramos. Jotalina. Dank Lester. GGV. Hey, it's Dana. Holland. Oz. Ilqua. Martina. Tankabe. Rachel. Ikari Cat. Nummies. Isa. Neve. If you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to this channel that you're watching right now, and then you will know when the next live show has been uploaded. And if you're on You Now, give yourself a pat on the back. Thank you for coming to the show. I'm going to finish it with a little sad ode to my broken mug. Oh, broken mug, I never got to drink from you. You were so shiny and space-themed. Rest in peace.